Hello you guys! In the comments of my old braids takedown video, I was asked to show how I do my beehive braiding patterns. So today I will be sharing a similar pattern as the one seen in that video. For the pattern that I will be sharing today, I will only be wearing wigs, but you can wear sew-ins and your regular crochet hairstyles. So I hope this tutorial is easy for you to follow so that you can do your own hair and save yourself some money. So let's get buzzing with this beehive. Alrighty then. So this is a side part braiding pattern. So I start by doing a side part on the left side of my head, and then I move on to divide my hair into sections just to make it more organized and easier when I start to braid. This will be my first braid. I always make my first braids or my perimeter braids the smallest. Also, throughout the video, you may notice that there are numbers on the bottom left of the screen, and I put them there just to make it easier for you to follow which braid I'm on. The first few braids in the back will all go straight across, just like this one. And for this braid, when I get to the end, I will make a little knot and I will come back to it later. For this part, I will use the first braid as a guide, but I don't part straight across. I go a little forward, more towards my face. And then I braid. The way that I made the knot for the first braid, I will also make for this braid and for a few other braids, but I will come back to them. The braid that I'm working on now is braid 4, and I will stop this braid at my ear only because I will be joining it with braid 5, and braid 5 is the next braid that I will be doing. I'm now ready to join braid 4 with braid 5, and these two braids will become one braid. So I will continue braiding them all around the back, and once I get to the left side, I will put them away until later, but I will join them later with braid 7. Alrighty, so this is braid 7, and now I'm ready to join braid 4 and 5 with braid 7, but remember braid 4 and 5 was joined together earlier, so now that is just one single braid. So what I'm about to do now is join that braid with braid 7, and then braid 7 will start my circular pattern. I do from here is I braid and I part and I braid some more, and then when I run out of space from braiding, I will braid that hair all the way to the ends, and then I will prepare my thread to sew those loose ends down. This is just a regular curving needle that I got from Sehvynn's. It's called a Jumbo C weaving needle, and I also picked up some black weaving thread. The only thing that's left to do now is to sew down the braids that aren't a part of the actual braiding pattern. And the way that I do that is I take those braids and I lay them as close as possible to one of the braids that is a part of the braiding pattern. And then I take my needle and I sew underneath my braid. I don't sew through my braids.